Hey guys, Max with Operator Air here, doing the review on the Tritton Katana HD headset. Let's get that out of the way. Alright, first off, I want to say I did get these from Amazon. It was their warehouse deals and they were used. Um, Not exactly new. Show you the box right there. That was just kind of bad. But anyways, I'll go over a few features on these, some of the stuff they do and everything, and what's included in the box. First of all, you get your headset, you get your mic, which is detachable. You get the base unit. It's got a power button on top. It's got connections in the back. You got your HDMI in and out. You got your power, and you got your 3.5mm jack for mobile devices. You get a power cable for the transmitter. You get a power cable to charge your headset, the mobile cable, and an HDMI cable. Now on the microphone right here, you got your mute button. So when you have that plugged in and everything, you can mute it or unmute your mic. And also right here, you have to where you can actually plug in the 3.5mm jack. I don't know if you can just use that to play music over it or not. I actually didn't try that. I actually tried plugging a thing into the back on the jack here and played music through that. But I guess you could also use that for chat in case. That might actually be for some of the other consoles where you need a chat cable in order to use the thing. Now the headset. Go over what they have. Basically right here, you got your port for your charging. You got your EQ settings, which you only get, there's only 3 EQ settings. I think the first one was game, second one was like music or movies, and then the third one was, I think it said like movies and gaming and something else. On the other side, you basically just have where you plug your mic in at. And on the back, on the left ear, you got your chat volume, so you can do the chat up and down. And then you got your game volume on the opposite side. You know, so they're not together, they're separate, which is kind of nice. And then also too, if you push down on it, on this one, that what did that do? Oh yeah, that does your so you can basically hear yourself talk. You know, the voice feedback, whatever it is. On this side, if you push down, it basically turns the headset off, so you don't get no game, chat, nothing. Not power, but just, you know, mutes the headset. Then right here, you get another button, and that basically turns your Dolby Digital on and off. And then you got your power one right there. Now, a couple features on this one, things I liked and didn't like. First of all, it uses the HDMI for your surround sound instead of the optical cable. Now, it did sound great. I'm not gonna lie, but I did have some issues with this headset as well. Granted, like I said, it was used. They said like new, but so I'm hoping this is just a defective set. First off, when you're playing here and there, you'd have the audio cut in and out. It's not like it did it once or twice over a period of a few days. It'd be like every few minutes it'd sit there and cut in and out for a few minutes and then it'd stop. It was just kind of ridiculous and kind of annoying, you know. I mean, it's a $200 headset, so you'd figure you shouldn't really have any kind of cutting out issues that bad. Also too, on the mic, and I'll also put a link in a video that we put up last night. I was using this headset to chat on, and you can hear a constant kind of humming, buzzing sound. I didn't hear it, but if you're chatting with somebody or other people on the other side that are hearing you chat, they will hear that. And it also picked it up in the video that we recorded last night. I was playing Elder Scrolls, so that way you can kind of get a sound to see how it sounds and everything on the opposing side for the person that's hearing you chat and stuff like that. But that constant humming sound, I'm hoping is just a defect or something that can be worked out, because I'm pretty sure that could be aggravating, especially for the person on the other side. And that's not necessarily a great thing. But as far as sound on it goes, for what you hear for your surround sound and everything, it was really good. I did like them. You get kind of you get a sound of where everything's at and where it's coming and everything. The volume on it was not extremely loud, like not as loud as the Astros are, but it is louder than some others, and it did get pretty good and loud to where you could really hear everything. So that was good. Now, one of the issues that I ran into with some of the other headsets was the ear cavity here. It was never deep enough, so my ear would always rest on the actual speaker and cause some irritation or a little bit of pain. And these ones, they don't seem like they're very wide. When I first got them, I thought, I wasn't gonna like them. When I first initially put it on, it looked like my ear was gonna rest on this and stuff. Well, I was wrong. These things are actually pretty dang comfortable. I mean, I could wear them for hours, and my ear would fit right in here. Even if it kind of curved up a little bit, but still, this was deep enough to where my ear didn't rest on the back, and they're pretty comfortable. I really did like that. And I don't know if that's feel like it could be a memory foam or something in there, even on the headband. But they were comfortable. I did like that. Now the other thing, the material here, it kind of feels almost a little bit rubbery, but like leather. So I don't know if it's a pleather or something, but they did a good job of also sealing in the sound and keeping outside sound out. So it did a good job with that. Overall, I really did like them. The only thing is, like I said, with the sound cutting in and out and the mic, those were the two biggest problems. So I'm really hoping that this was just a defective set, and maybe that's why they were already used. Somebody got them and they didn't work properly, so they sent them back. And Amazon didn't notice anything, so they just sent them back out. So I'm really hoping that's the one thing. It's just a defective set. Now the other thing, the mic did pick up pretty good. Like I was saying, other than the buzzing, humming that you get going on, that was the only other issue. But the one thing I noticed, and I also looked up a video on it on this as well. Now, if you actually have your USB that's charging your unit, if you have it plugged into your console, that's where you're getting that buzzing coming from. Now, if you were to plug it into like an adapter to plug into a wall outlet, you don't have that issue. But then you aren't able to use the chat on it. So, I mean, unless you're just using it for your own play and all that stuff, it just kind of defeats the whole purpose of it, And also, you can hook a chat cable up to the back of this and then to your controller, but then again, that defeats the whole wireless purpose of it. So I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping it's just a defect, or if it's not, it's something that's able to, with some firmware update coming up in some time, be able to fix that problem, because I know these just came out on the 30th of April, so there could still be some bugs to work out and whatnot. Now, the other thing I noticed with the unit is, since basically you're coming out the back of your console to one and then out the back of this to your TV, so it passes through this to get the sound and everything. Now, if you have it hooked up that way, and this is not powered at some point, you basically will not get the connection from your console through it and then up to your TV. So this has to be powered one way or another. And if let's say you're just watching TV and this turns on, or it's going through your thing, but you're not using your headset, after a few minutes, this will turn off, and then your screen will go black or whatever until it redoes its thing and then gets signal through, which is not a big deal, but I just wanted to let you guys know. And then also, as far as these go, I mean, I'm not going to say they're the worst thing, the way they're built. They do honestly kind of have a little bit of a cheaper plastic-y kind of feel. I mean, I don't know if you can hear that. You know, and granted, I know it's plastic. You know, it's just some of the headsets that I checked out, the plastic kind of felt a little bit more rugged. You know, a little bit more built to last. These kind of have more of a little bit of a cheaper feel. You know, um, not necessarily like, you know, a $20 item, but you know, they feel a little bit cheaper to me. Um, you know, that's just my own personal opinion. For the most part, though, I did really like them. I don't know if I'm going to keep this set per se, just because of the fact that it was used and the few issues that I had with it. I'd rather honestly get a new set and go from there, but I just didn't want to wait, you know, 1 to 2 months for Amazon to ship them to me. And I came across these and I was able to get them in a couple days, so I went ahead and did that. Now, as far as it goes, oh, that was one thing is on some of the other headsets I was pointing out. You are able to use these to get your game and your chat audio while having a mobile device or something hooked into the back and get the sound at the same time. So, like if you had your music playing on your phone or MP3 player or something, and listening to your game and chat on the console, you are able to do both at the same time, which was also a nice feature. Now, it doesn't have Bluetooth or anything like that. Um, so if you're looking for something like that, and that's an absolute must, these may not be what you're looking for. But other than that, I think that might actually be about it. Yeah, but for the most part, I did like them. They had good sound, and just a few little kinks that needed to be worked out with the sound cutting in and out here and there while you're using them. And then the buzzing that you get from the chat. Oh, and some of the other issues that I had, and well, other than those two, and it seemed to kind of fix itself after a while, was when I turned the surround sound on and off. When it's on, this light right here will show up, and then also too, when you press the EQ button inside the headset, you'll hear it'll do 1 beep, 2 beeps, and then 3 beeps, basically, so you know which setting you're on. Well, it wasn't beeping or changing or anything, and so I wasn't able to switch between any of the EQ settings to kind of see what's going on, or, you know, to listen to the sound just to try and see how things sounded and everything. And then after a while, it started working again, and it might have been after I turned it off and wasn't using it for a little bit or something. And then one more question I was going to answer for somebody that asked me, because they're looking between these and the Turtle Beach. As far as the features go between these and the Turtle Beach have way more features. They have Bluetooth, their audio settings, they have a lot more. It has settings for the mic and everything as well. But I know the question they were asking was they're looking for a good bass headset. Now, they both have a pretty good bass headset, or pretty good bass on both of them. I mean, pretty close to where I'm not sure if I could distinguish between the two. But the Trittons do seem like they get a little bit louder than the Turtle Beach. But on the Turtle Beach, you also have more settings, like they had a superhuman hearing setting. And with that one on, and maybe even the footstep focus or something, the sound gets up to where it is about equal to the Trittons, but on like their setting that they have built, kind of like what they built to forget what they call it. It's a little bit more quieter than the Trittons, but overall, the maximum volume on between the Trittons and the Turtle Beach are pretty close. The bass between them, they both sound really good with the bass. So they are both pretty close. So either one, when it comes to that, I think you'd be happy with either one. But the main thing I'd say is, depending on the Trittons or the Turtle Beach in that sense, is try which ones have more features and what you're looking for, and also too, as far as it goes with being comfortable, you know, for the ears and the head and stuff like that. So you might want to try them and go from there. But as far as sound goes, they both have a good sound. Both have really good surround sound, bass, and everything like that. So, well, I think that's going to conclude our video for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know if you have any questions on the Tritton Katanas or even the Turtle Beach or any of the other headsets that we did reviews on. And let us know. And we'll be sure to get back to you promptly. Alrighty, you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.